What's going on, my friends? This is Gamer for Life. This is going to be a quick build video because it's a pretty simple one. Now, one of the biggest things when I'm talking to people who are chasing that Bighorn, they know they have the builds to get through the legendary mission, but sometimes they'll get to a certain point where they get overwhelmed or the NPCs rush them or catch them off guard at a certain point in the mission and they wipe. So what this build is going to try to help prevent is your team from wiping. Okay, now I've seen a version of this build done by a couple of other YouTubers. One called it the God Wired, another one called it the Unkillable build. But the one thing those two builds had in common is on the hardwired pieces, the core attribute was skill tier. What I wanted to do, I thought, well, what if I combine my tank build with this build? That way, this is not only is this a build that's going to continuously be able to revive my teammates, it's also going to be, I guess you could say, the ultimate support build. Because the way I have it set up, let me go ahead and show you that. Obviously, it's 4-piece hardwired. And I have Point Man, Perfect Vanguard. Deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to all other allies for 20 seconds. Cooldown is 25 seconds. Now the cooldown starts immediately when you give your teammates this bonus armor. So there's only going to be a 5-second window when they're going to be without this bonus armor. And for the most part, usually your other teammates are either going to be straight DPS or straight skill build, which those builds are their armor is going to be 700 to 800,000. So this 50% of 1.9 million armor is going to give them complete overkill bonus armor. Also, what I'm running with this is DH knee pads. Now I've got these knee pads just to give me plus 20% pistol damage, which has my Liberty hitting for 376.1, which is pretty decent. I do decent damage to NPCs with this. But if you wanted to go just straight up for more shield health, because obviously the armor core attribute counts towards your skill tier. So you're at tier 6, 120% active regen, plus 400,000, or plus 400% shield health, and plus 40% holster regen. If you wanted more shield health, you could, instead of using DH knee pads, you could use a Forge holster or a Motherly glove. That's going to give you another 10%. But this is the route I went because I wanted to have that extra damage. Also, the only thing that would make this build any better is if I had hazard protection on all of my pieces. I have a bleed high or a bleed resistance mod on my chest piece because obviously those chungas, the Stinger Hive on their backpacks is just ridiculous. But that's the only thing that I would, if you're lucky enough to find a piece, because it already has to be on your hardwired piece, since you have to roll the core attribute to get all armor. So another thing with my specialization, I have Survivalist, because you can, with this incendiary grenade, you can have crowd control. If the NPCs, if you see them starting to rush your teammates, you can throw this incendiary grenade down. That's either going to stop the NPCs in their tracks, or it's going to set them on fire and they're going to be patting themselves down, which stops them in their tracks too. So that's pretty good for that. I also have it for plus 10% increased protection from elites, which is always good when you're in a legendary mission. But also, this is big as well. Your distributed repair talent. Armor kits now repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but also apply to group members within 20 meters. So if you see your teammates getting low armor, maybe they all have low armor, just go in the middle of them, pop a med kit, and they all get the med kit. Also down on this is the only one down here that we're looking for. Survivalist Tactical Link Talent. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. Now, if you have a CC build in your group, which a lot of people do have, especially when you're doing legendaries, they are going to have this 10% bonus damage at all times, because a CC build is always keeping people blind, or the dogs are going to be jammed with the jammer. So this definitely makes this a really good support build with all of this. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty simple. You have 1.9 million armor. You have your shield at skill tier 6. You have unlimited revives, and you're giving your teammates bonus armor at all times throughout the mission. I can't tell you how many times, especially when I'm matchmaking with randoms, this has saved my team a lot throughout the legendary missions from wiping. And if that's something your teammates, your team is struggling with, hopefully this helps you in your quest to get the Bighorn. And yeah, that's it. This is my tank wired build, and that's all I've got. So, hope you found this video helpful. As always, YouTube, take it easy.